everybody, hope you're doing well. Hope everyone had a great Tuesday. It's 9 o'clock and I haven't videoed anything because it's been one of those busy days. I went with Pete this morning. We were at the school. We were there for 8:30 or 9. I think we left here at 8:30 and we got to the school for 9. We had appointments all the way up until 12 o'clock, and then I came home and Pete went back at 2 and I had Katie at 2, so I had to stay here. And then just got some laundry in, we ate dinner, and it's just been one of those days. It's been non-stop since I got up. What time did I get up? I got up at 7, had a coffee, spent a couple of minutes on my computer, then got ready and off we went. So yeah, it's been a long day. It's so funny though, we had a 9 o'clock appointment, then we had two brothers at 9:30 and 9:45, and they didn't show. So I call up the house. I waited until about 10 of 10 when it was obvious they weren't coming. And the mother's like, oh my god, and then she speaks, I don't know, I want to say they're French, but I'm not really sure because I couldn't hear too well. She kind of put her hand over the phone. And then I got a very sleepy son on the phone who I said, we're waiting for you and your brother, and he's like, oh, sorry. That was my explanation. Oh, sorry. So I know my hair's sticking up and running around. Just cut Roxy's hair. Roxy, show us your haircut. Roxy, let's see your face. Nope, she's too mad at me. I just washed her face and trimmed around her eyes and under her chin and whatnot, because she gets her food in her beard. Yeah, so he said he wanted to reschedule, and I said, well, do you want me to reschedule with you when you're more awake? Because obviously he sounded like he just literally, well, his mum woke him up. I could hear her waking him up. She must have called him about 15 times. And he goes, no, I'm fine. So I gave him an appointment for next week, and he's like, no, I want to come today. So gave him a 3:30 appointment, didn't I, Rox? And I said, how about your brother? And he's like, I don't know, he's at work. So his brother wasn't planning on coming anyway. Now keep in mind, the day before, we make all the reminder calls, the friendly reminder calls, because we've sat there and people just don't show up. Now tomorrow we have 19 appointments starting at 9 and go into 4:15. So it's going to be a crazy day tomorrow. I'm going to make sandwiches tonight because tomorrow we're going to be there all day with no break at all, unless people decide not to show up. We actually had one girl call today. Oh, she was she's a flyer with the cheerleading group, and they just had cheerleading camp, and she apparently has a lovely black eye. Poor kid was dropped apparently, so she wants to wait. Obviously she said next week, but if her eye's as black as they say it is, it's going to be purple next week. So, but hopefully she'll be all right. And then we had one other kid. What was his reason? He called us back. Pete spent an hour calling all these kids. What was his reason? It was something so lame. It was an excuse, obviously. Anyway, so that's that. So I'll be at school all day tomorrow. So I don't know if I'll get to video much, except give you a recap tomorrow night. Mom, I missed your call, I'm sorry. After Katie left, I was running around, got some things done, and then came home and saw you'd called, and I didn't want to call in case you'd gone to bed. And Thursday I have Katie again. I will try and call you. Oh, all my Tastefully Simple stuff came yesterday, as you've already seen. And then they said there was a second box coming, and I couldn't for the life of me think what it could be, because everything was in the box, or so I thought. And of course it doesn't say what's in the second box, it just said 2 boxes, but it was like £1.50 pounds. So this box comes today. It was a fair size. It was really light, nothing to it. I open it up, it's all packing material, and right in the middle is one little tube of cinnamon sprinkles. You are too funny. What are you doing, Rox? She's on the attack, ready for you to start on her again. Roxy, let me see your scruffy face. Now I've cut your hair. Oh, I should have trimmed your tail. She's like so dramatic. Does her hair look even? It's hard to tell now because she's messed it all up. Yep, that was Pete. Came in, messed with the dog a bit, wants to take my computer because when we were over there today, we take Pete's laptop with us and we have this program on it which I check the kids in, and then I mark who's had their picture taken, and then if anybody calls, because now we've figured out how to we're such brainiacs, figured out how to get the business line forwarded to Pete's cell phone when we're not here, so I can still answer the phone and make appointments and whatnot. So that's what we do. And his computer didn't want to turn on today. His battery on he has the MacBook Pro, the bigger one. Battery is shot. It unless it's plugged in, there's no juice to it whatsoever. It's zero all the time. So now he wants to put the program on my computer, and I don't want to put all these programs on my computer because mine's a fun computer. I actually wanted this one for like YouTube and all that good stuff, because my other one was in bad shape, as you know, but obviously can't get him another laptop right now, and we need a laptop when we're at the school or what have you to sign everyone in, because we do the underclassmen pictures in September, and we just found out today that we're doing the youth league again, the football. So that's the last week in September, the first week in October. So there's some busyness coming up again, so I'm really pleased about that. I'm really glad I looked at the stats today, and this program we have keeps track of how many kids and whatnot. So we have 287 seniors. We've made 130 appointments, and we've done, was it 78? Well, actually, that was when I checked before we left. Oh, phone's gone mad. Ooh. Ooh. So 78 have actually been done, 130 appointments made, and 57 portraits mailed out, the proofs mailed out. And we have another stack on the table to go out, which we'll get out Thursday. Yes, so it's going smooth. So anyway, the ones that don't call will all have to have their pictures done during their free periods when they're back in school, which they won't like. But that gets a bit chaotic. Last year they wanted all of them done that way, and they actually scheduled the appointments for the kids. So you can imagine the no-shows we had on those days. Alrighty, well that's about it, guys, because I don't want to bore you to tears. I don't really have a lot to say. It's all pictures right now. Tomorrow's our last day in the school this week, and then Thursday, Friday, Pete may or may not be at Consumers. It looks like may not at this point. And then we'll see what's going on this weekend. I don't know if it's, you get those little floaties in your eyes. I don't know if it's that or if there's a little bug flying around. I think it's the floaties in my eyes. I'm just getting old. Do you ever do that where you see something and then it's like, shh? I hate them. They say everybody has them, but sometimes I feel like I have way too many. It's been... Anyway, just being stupid now and making dumb conversation. Alright guys, have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.